What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh Kingdom? I got a deck profile for you guys, and where it all started, True Dracos. This is kind of different. I was supposed to do some other deck profiles, but honestly, I just saw Knuckles in my binder, and I was like, you know what? I really miss this deck. This is the deck that got me started with playing Yu-Gi-Oh like competitively. This kind of, if you're a beginner, this is a deck you definitely want to start with because it's really easy to pilot. You don't need an extra deck. It's really cheap. It's super cheap actually. So that's the good thing about that. And the mechanic of it, of being able to like tribute summon with using your spells or traps, is really, really cool. And like I said, if you're a beginner and you don't want to spend so much money and you want to learn the game, this taught me how to like when to chain, and it let me control the pace of the game because this is a pretty much control deck with all the cards you're playing in the deck. It's really nice. And you know, just the archetype alone is really, really fun. And come on, this guy looks like a straight badass. I wish they had a secret. I think there is one. I'm not sure, but if there is one, I'll probably have to pick one up. I know for Ignis there is. I'm not 100% sure about Draco Fighter Dynamite. Let me go ahead and get started with the deck profile. I will show you guys my side as well. It's not like for sure gonna be that, but I do have a side for it for now, so I'll go ahead and show you guys. Of course, since he's limited to one, just one of him, and he gets you the traps. Lets you set it onto your side of the field, I believe. No, it's activate. And then that's really good about him. Then you have Ignis, a really good one. He gets you the spells. Then I played 2 of Maiden, only because you want to see these monsters really quick. And this deck is 40 cards, but I'm thinking cutting this to 1. She's good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you don't want to open 2 with her. It's just not a good hand. And you're probably gonna hate me for this, but I do play the Metatron. I do like it a lot. We don't have Masterpiece, but this card is really hard to out when it's unaffected by anything. So that's why I play that. And that's not the only reason why. It's a pretty good card. And if you had Diagram, you could just pop that. So that's, I guess you could put an Upstart, you could swap it for now and have it in the side. And in the mirror match, it's really good. But I play it because I like it, honestly. I only have 2 Disciples, but at the same time, I'm thinking Disciples at 2 is pretty fine because you recycle your card. Like, it's, I don't play Pod Desires, so I don't really worry about, you know, if I accidentally banish 2 or even 3 of them, because I've seen it in other people's decks, like other like matches, and they accidentally, you know, banish them, and it's like, oh well, good luck. So this one, obviously, all the spells let you tribute off an extra tribute, and this one lets you recycle 3 and draw 1. So this was really good about that one. If I get the 3rd copy, I might consider playing 3, but as of right now, I think 2 is fine. It doesn't have to be too cloggy. 3 Heritage. This is a really good one because you get more of a plus draw with it when sending a spell, trap, and a monster. That's 3 draws right there. There obviously have to be True Draco, and this gives you another tribute. Then we play 2 Apocalypse. All I have is 2, and that's the only reason why I'm playing 2 Return. If I had 3 Apocalypse and another if I had 3 Apocalypse, I would have only played 1 Return. The Returns, I mean, it coming to 2 is not like the best thing in the whole world. Once you have Masterpiece, yes, but I don't ever see that coming off the ban list anytime soon. Hopefully, across my fingers. But since I only have 2 Apocalypse right now, I don't know what the heck happened to my 3rd one. But for that reason, I have 2 Returns, because, you know, when you destroy it, it pops a monster on your opponent's side of the field. So that's literally the only reason why I play 2. And they let you summon on your opponent's turn, so that's another good thing about it. And Return obviously lets you special summon from the graveyard, but in defense. I do play 1 Waterfall. So like, let's say if my Apocalypse or Disciples, even a monster for say, was gonna get destroyed anyway, I could just send that many or it's only for the monsters, that many monsters, and then draw. So that's pretty good about that. And the searches, so now that Diagram's at 1, and Maiden like is that I'm only playing 2. This helps you get the monsters, the specific one you want, faster. I play 2 domains. I see some deck profiles they play 1, but the fact that you could lock your opponent out of the extra deck is a really good thing, and that's what I like about it. And then again, it gains another 800 attack during damage cal, so it's really good for that reason too, since diagram makes yours gain, like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 500, and it won't get destroyed. It has to get attacked twice for it to get destroyed unless it gets popped, then it's gonna die. But since it's cut to 1 now, limited to 1, this for 2 is fine. I think it's a good thing. Like I said, you lock your opponent out of the extra deck as long as you control a tribute summon monster, and this deck spits out tribute summon monsters. And that's another reason why I'm considering playing Vanity's Fiend in the main, but then it could be a brick in hand if you're not going first, and that's not a good thing. But yeah, I like 2 domains, 3 Monarchs, Stormforth, and I play 3 because I'm considering playing Vanity's Fiend, and it's good with the monsters as well because you don't have to use your own monsters or spells or traps unless you needed to get those extra draws. But the Stormforth gets rid of things for you, so that's another good. That's what I like about this card for sure. And then the really good card that you should play at 3 is this one right here. That's another reason why I play this at 3, because if I do see an extra one, I have this in hand, I could just send that, draw 2. So that's really good about that. Second effect is you could just banish it and then have 3, like you could show them 3 Stormforths, and they're gonna obviously have to choose it, obviously, and then you're gonna get in hand. But you really want to get this from the deck because the whole Monarchs engine inside the True Draco is really good because you don't need extra deck monsters. And this right here, since you don't play an extra deck, they can activate. It's basically a skill drain, and you don't pay the 1,000. As long as you have that tribute summon monster on the field, is really good. But what most people don't know is, like, even if they get rid of that tribute summon monster while this was on the field, when that tribute summon monster was there, their effects are still negated because at that time this was activated, there was a tribute summon monster. Now if this gets destroyed, then they could go off. But yeah, that's what I like about the Monarchs engine, that you don't need an extra deck, and then you lock them out on them being from being skill drain, right? Skill drain. And then with the other one, domain, they came and special summon from the extra deck. I played 1 strike. It's basically an effect veiler. That's what I like about that. And I mean, 1 doesn't hurt. If you have this guy in hand, you could just get rid of this if you don't need it. You know, if you know the matchup, I guess you could just get rid of it and draw 2 extra ones. The 1-ofs, 1 diagram, 1 skill drain. Check that out. Look at the black lettering. Oh, here's another one. And 2 judgments. I mean 3 judgments, my apologies. But these are the 1-ofs right here, and then besides this one, 3 judgments. And this pretty much helps you guarantee like your stuff won't get hurt because it'll just, you know, negate it. And I also do Dark Bribe for that same reason. You just have to, your opponent draws 1 and you negate a spell trap. So it's pretty good for me. I like it a lot. Anything that I didn't want to play strikes because judgment's really good. So you only pay half your life points, right? And you might think, damn, that's half your life points. But the thing is, if you did that once, right, you're at 4K, and then you do it again, you're at 2 now. And you do a strike, you're only at 500. Like, strike, the thing about Soul and Judgment is if you're at 500 life points, you go to 250. But with strike, you could not use it anymore, and then it would be dead in your hand or on the field. So that's the thing that sucks about that. And then I play 3 Appointer of the Red Lotus. You pretty much just look at their hand and banish it till the end phase. That way you could disrupt one of their combo pieces, so it's really good for that reason. And I really like it a lot, and it was cheap too. That's what I like. The deck's pretty budget, honestly. Going on to the side deck. Now these sleeves are going to be different. because I don't have all red sleeves. I thought I did, but I don't. But the point is to show you this guys a side deck. So I'll play one mind control, and like I said, this isn't for a guarantee thing, but like for the side deck at least, because I haven't been to my locals this week, so I don't really know the matchups too well with two Dracos against their decks, but I have an idea. And 3-dimensional barrier, which is really good in this format. I love raw tribute 3, and then you summon that on their side. 3 strikes just in case. You know, I was talking all bashful about it, but now if they're really combo oriented deck, then strike's gonna be pretty good. Inspector border, if you're going, if you know you're guaranteed to go first the next game, and then Vanity Spin, same reason for that. So now remember the domain, not the domain, the other one. This guy, I have a hard time saying his name. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not this one. It's actually domain. It locks them out from using their extra deck. Well, then having Vanity Spin, they can't even special summon anything anymore. So that's cool about that. So now you lock them out of the extra deck. You lock them from special summoning, and then you have a skill drain on board. That's pretty much what I want to end off on. It's really disruptive and pretty annoying, and that's my ultimate goal. And I'm pretty sure that's your guys' goal too, playing this deck, because come on, let's be real. If you're playing two Dracos, you're playing because you want to annoy that person. And that's why I play it. Well, guys, this is my deck pro for two Dracos, but I do have another video coming up. I did go to my locals, and I picked up a Phantom Rage box, booster box, and I got this for free. The Lost Art Harpy Dancer, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna do a separate video for this opening, and then maybe if we could reach 100 subscribers, I want to do like a giveaway of something. We're pretty close. Last time I checked, that was like 78 subscribers, so I'm really hoping we could push to 100. That's like a little small milestone for me, and I'm pretty sure we could do it. Within like 2 weeks, I probably gained about 15 subscribers, and I really like that. It's really cool. It means that you guys are actually watching and interested in what I have to put out for you guys. And let me know what you guys think about my new intro. So I made this intro, and hopefully you guys like it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video when we're opening this guy. Peace.